What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian Lovrecich from PixlFeed here. And in this video, we're going to talk about how the Metaverse is the next marketing channel, the Metaverse Explained. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right in. All right, so unless you have been living under a rock this past week, Zuckerberg announced a new name for the company. Instead of just being Facebook, it's going to be called Meta. That stands for the Metaverse. All right, so Facebook is not changing its name. It's basically the parent company that oversees Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, and whatever the new apps that are coming are going to be. Now, this is going to be a game changer in our industry, and I'm going to explain to you why. This is something they have been working on since 2018, and the move that they're making is to have first-party data. As of right now, the way Facebook works is, brand owners like myself or your clients or anybody that advertises on Facebook, or any platform for that matter, what they do is they install this thing called the Pixel on their website or on their store, and then that Pixel sends signals back to Facebook, where Facebook is able to optimize on who to show the ads to. Now, you got to remember, the ads platforms is one of the top ways that Facebook makes all their money. So they have to protect it at all costs in order to stay profitable. Now, with Apple introducing their new privacy idea or walled garden, whatever you want to call it, it's blocking that information from going back to Facebook. So what Facebook is doing here is they want to have access to first-party data. And this is very powerful. Why is that? It's because anything that happens inside the metaverse, it's tracked by Facebook. Every move you make, every item that you own, everything you do, they're going to know about it, which is going to make their platform a lot more powerful. Okay, so think about it this way. Right now, with the iOS 14 changes, all the platforms out there took a huge hit, right? Because all that information is not being passed to Facebook. Now, with Facebook or Meta moving into hardware, think about the virtual reality goggles. Now they're controlling the hardware as well. There's nothing blocking that data from going back and forth. And at one point, believe it or not, I know some of you guys are thinking, it's like, well, people are not going to wear those virtual reality goggles everywhere they go. Well, not right now, but as we move forward and it becomes more and more mainstream, guess what? At one point, it's not even going to be a virtual reality goggle. It's going to be a contact lens that's going to go in your eye, and eventually it's going to be a Neuralink, something that's, plugged in your brain somehow. Now, this is decades away. And some of you might sit here and say, I will never do that. But guess what? The generations that grew up with this, it's going to be something normal with them. There's not going to be any friction for them to do it. And it's a very scary thought if you really think about it. So now you're going to have what we call virtual reality and augmented reality. So now I'm going to explain to you how this is going to change the game for people who own brands or for people who do marketing and advertising digitally. So think about it this way. If you own a store on Shopify, right, or any platform whatsoever, the way it works now, somebody types in the address on the web, they go to your store and they have the product page and they can see a picture of your product and all that stuff. Well, imagine if you actually, now your store, it's in a virtual reality world, in a virtual mall, and anybody can literally just walk into the store and look at the products. So think about it. If you sell fashion items like t-shirts, dresses, or jeans or anything like that, I can literally walk in there with my own avatar and try the clothing on to see what it looks like on me before I purchase it, right? There's going to be that first-person view of items that you're going to buy inside the virtual reality world. And then you can see what it looks like before you buy it and ship it to yourself. Now, this is a game changer as a store owner, as a brand owner. This is going to take your brand to the next level, because on top of it, you got to think about it. The metaverse is going to have its own economy, its own digital currency. So what does that mean? Now we have NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens. And I know a lot of you think about it, it's like, oh, NFTs, what is that? That's craziness. It's just JPEGs that people can right click and save. Well, no, because when you own that digital asset is yours. So imagine, as a brand owner, you offer a t-shirt, and then you can offer to include the digital asset, the digital NFT with that t-shirt, so people can also wear it in the metaverse. So now your average order value goes up because you're creating two products out of one design. So now you have two worlds where people can take advantage of your products. Now, think about this. Now, that's from the product side of things. That's from like a brand owner, the way that I think as a brand owner. But now let's talk about the marketing side of things. What does the metaverse mean for our ads platform, for the ads platform? Well, that means more placements for your ads. You got to remember, this is going to be an infinite virtual reality world combined with augmented reality. If you haven't seen it yet, you know that Facebook already came out with a pair of Ray-Bans that are literally for augmented reality. You can set them to record stories and stuff like that, but they're also built for augmented reality. What is augmented reality? Augmented reality is basically that, I can go in the middle of downtown Fort Lauderdale per se, right? And there's blank buildings and I look to the right and there's a digital billboard with my ad on it, right? I can place that can be a placement for my ads where people can convert, which means more placements for our ads, lower CPMs, cost per thousand. Because as of right now, if you think about it, what are the placements for our ads? You have the news feed, you have the feed on Instagram, you have placements on Messenger, you got placements on the audience network, and then Reels and right-hand column and stuff like that. But think about it. When you have different virtual galleries, virtual worlds, it's endless. The availability of placements for your ads is going to be endless. And once again, this is all going to be first-party tracked data. Facebook has already been working on this for years. Why do you think they created the shops inside the Facebook pages? Because now they don't have to rely on the Pixel to send information back from Shopify. It's in their own platform, just like Amazon. Why is Amazon so powerful? Because everything happens inside Amazon. And when all of this behavior happens inside Facebook, they know everything. So think about it. Their targeting, it's already extremely powerful, right? It's really powerful. But imagine when they can see and they know that you're wearing a black t-shirt with a black hat. Now they know that you prefer that because they can tell how many times does Christian wear his hat and his black t-shirt inside the metaverse? All the time. So guess what? We're going to offer him products that are just like it because he's most likely to purchase those items. Think about it. With their own currency inside the metaverse, they'll be able to track what you spend your money on, every single penny of that digital currency. So now they know how much you're willing to spend on certain items and how much do you spend on average at what day of the week, what time of the day, and when you're most likely to pull the trigger. That is so powerful. And a lot of you might think that this is not a big deal, but think about video games as of right now. You have kids that go into games like Fortnite or CSGO and they buy skins for their characters. They buy outfits for their characters. Now this is going to be on a massive scale. And people are going to go in there. They're going to be able to buy like power-ups for their characters, right? Which means merchandise that you can sell to them. So it's going to be mind-blowing and it's going to make everything so powerful. So what do you have to do moving forward as a brand owner, media buyer, or whatever? Well, if you have a vision and you know what's coming and you look into this like I have, you start preparing for it now. Keep up with the technology. Keep an eye on what the company is working on. I can tell you right now that if you have your brand, this is going to absolutely change the game. The way your brand's going to be inside the metaverse, it's going to be a whole different level. Your sales are going to go up because their opportunities are going to open broader and there's going to be more data for you to grow and for you to get your products out there. So yes, I'm very excited about this, even that, it seems like a scary future, but I can tell you right now, there's tons of companies working on this because it's going to be open source. It's a metaverse. Meta is just the name of the company that Zuckerberg chose for it. But it's not just them working on it. There's going to be multiple places like this. And believe it or not, and as scary as it sounds that Facebook is the one doing it because they have a bad rep, they're the most powerful ones. And they have the money to do it and get it out there the quickest. So once that happens, they're going to be the leaders when it comes to this world. And people like us who are in this world right now, we're the ones going to take advantage of it. So That's the metaverse in a nutshell. I'm super excited about it. Guys, if you want to keep learning about digital media, Facebook ads, Shopify, or anything in marketing in general, make sure to watch one of the videos right above me. And I will see you guys in the next video.